Hello everyone, this is Gene and I'm back with the second video of the night. It's actually 10:30 in the evening here, and I wasn't intending on making this video, but while I was waiting for the other video that just uploaded, while I was waiting for that to upload, I came across this. First I saw a heel versus babyface video about it, and then I saw a drunk C3PO video about it, and I think that was the one where I was paying attention and I was like, what? What the hell is this? So that's what I'm going to say to DC. DC, what the hell is this? Apparently, there's a Wonder Woman 1984 comic coming out. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't really follow DC, but this image. First of all, outside of the background, I actually like the background. The background, I think, is fine. That's very 80s, has that pastel look, right? The grid lines in the back, the pinks and the blues and the purples and everything, that whole neon, bright neon type of look. I think the background behind Chubby Lady here is a bit bland, right? But I think that the rest of it, like the rest of the cover, you just take the center image out, the rest of the cover is fine in my opinion. In fact, I wish that this cover didn't have the center image, just have, the grid lines and I guess the yellow stars and everything, and just let that be your cover. That would be more visually interesting in my opinion than this. To me, this center image of, I'm gonna say Nubia. I know people are saying Wonder Woman, but honestly, look at the hair, look at the face. In my opinion, that is Nubia, who's the Black Wonder Woman, but still. Right, but whether you think it's Diana Prince or Wonder Woman, or sorry, Diana Prince or Nubia, this image, in my opinion, is absolutely disgusting. And I'm going to explain why. First of all, and at least for me personally, I'm going to admit I'm triggered because looking at this, I see myself. They finally did it. They finally created an image where I do see myself. And when I see this, I see failure. I see all the mistakes I have made over the past 20 years of my life as regards my health. So, thanks, DC. Thank you for reminding me that I am indeed fat and out of shape, because I don't know that looking into a camera screen almost every day, or looking into a mirror when I go take a shower, right? Or when I go to the restroom, right? And look at the window, right, on the medicine cabinet. Sorry, not the window, the mirror on the medicine cabinet. Because I don't know that, right? Because I don't live in a fat body, right? It's not as if my knees don't tell me, or my back doesn't tell me, or my feet don't tell me, right? I totally needed to be reminded visually from a Wonder Woman comic, Wonder Woman, that I have not taken care of myself the way I should in 20 years, and I look very similar to this. I can't speak for anybody else but myself, but I don't feel empowered or inspired looking at this. I feel upset. I feel guilty. I feel depressed. So, thanks, DC. You've made me feel bad looking at this. And this would be a Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, right? You think of wonder, right? The seven wonders of the world. Or if you're a pro wrestling fan, right? The ninth wonder of the world, China. You know what makes something a wonder? The fact that it is exceptional. That it is rare. It is distinct. It is unique. There is nothing rare or unique or distinct or of high value in this image. She looks like any girl, any black girl, who's a Wonder Woman fan, going to Comic-Con a few years ago. And here's the thing, that is perfectly fine for your regular average fan. That's cool. But it is not fine for the character herself. She represents an ideal. She represents perfection. She's a demigoddess, right? The daughter of Hippotola, or whatever the heck her name is, and Zeus. Or if you go with other origin stories, right, she was made from clay. She's an Amazon warrior, right? Warriors don't look like this. The only thing close is like the Samoans, because they're big people. But even then, even if they're hefty, they look strong. This woman doesn't look strong. There's nothing um, impressive. I mean, just look at the way that her body's posed. You would think they would at least have her do the hands on hips, Wonder Woman, right, type pose. No, she just looks like any chick I would see going outside, waiting for the bus. And that would be fine if Wonder Woman comics or DC comics in general were about regular people and regular life. That would be fine. They're not. They're about superheroes. They're about people who are exceptional in nearly every way, whether they're very fit or not human or demigods or aliens or physical gods or rich or descendants from hell or whatever it is. They're not normal. They should not look normal. And what really bugs me, well, a lot of things bug me about this, but first of all, it's supposed to be the 80s, right? So then why is this woman dressed like this? If this is supposed to be the 80s, if this is supposed to be Wonder Woman or Nubia or some Wonder Woman fan in the mid 80s, right? Wonder Woman, 1984. Then why in the world is she dressed like this? Where do those jeans come from? Jeans didn't look like that in the 80s. What's with this top? Where the hell are her boobs? Why are her boobs so small? Heavyset women don't have small breasts in most instances, especially if she's black, which I think she is. That's the vibe I'm getting. Then yeah, black women, black heavyset women. No. Boobs don't. They are large. Okay. I own. I know this very personally. Overweight black women have large chests. So if she's meant to be black, I would imagine even heavyset white women would, but especially heavyset black women. So if she's meant to be black, which is what this image is giving me, why the hell is her chest that small? This makes no sense. There is no strength. There is no power. There is nothing dynamic about this image. She's just standing there waiting for the bus, probably wondering like why is it supposed to be here 5 minutes ago? That's all it is. It's blah, and that's the problem. It's the cover for a superhero comic, and it looks blah. And I want to be clear, because I know some people are going to accuse me of body shaming. I don't have an issue with non-traditional body types or fat body types or all that, so long as it makes sense. Take, for example, the Valiant Comics character Faith. The whole point of the character is that she has superpowers, but she's heavy set. Right? So for her, in that case, that makes sense. Nothing to complain about when it comes to her appearance because she's meant to look that way. Right? That's part of the character. It's part of the visual narrative. The Wonder Woman's visual narrative has never been in being unhealthy and unable to fight. Again, she's a warrior. She's a demigoddess. She has supernatural strength. She is literally a product of the Greek gods. Whether you go with the made from clay, or daughter of Zeus and the Amazon queen, still the whole idea is that she is perfection. This is not perfection. And I want to make something clear because people keep saying, oh, she's thick. No. A woman who is thick is curvy. She's very curvy. This is not curvy. Where are there curves? There are no curves here. This is fat. She is fat. It's okay to use the word fat. I'm fat. I can say it. I am a mad, fat, black woman. I'm pulling all the cards. So if you are a progressive and you come across this, don't you dare challenge me because your own stupid rhetoric, A, created this, and B, your own stupid rhetoric, that stupid progressive stack BS, states that I'm on top because of my gender and my race. So I'm playing those cards. I am a mad fat black woman and I'm gonna critique this. And if you're a progressive, too damn bad. You can't say jack. What I don't understand this at all, but if they, for some reason, needed to make a heavy set Wonder Woman, why didn't they just look at 80s pictures of Shaka Khan, right? Or 80s pictures of Aretha Franklin, right? Or other women of that time period, right? Who were heavy set, but who were well known and beloved and popular. If you're going to make a heavy set character, why can't you at least make her look good, right? Make her look fashionable. Make sure that the clothes look like they fit properly. Because as a fat girl, as a big girl, I can tell you, finding clothes that look good, that fit, that flatter your very unflattering body. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Right? Finding clothes that flatter an unflattering physique is not easy. This is art. You can literally draw her and make her look any way you want. So why do you make her look slovenly? You could have glammed her up. There's a friend of mine, an older woman, right? And she's heavy set. But this woman is style epitomized. She knows how to dress. Like, we're all envious of her. It's like, girl, where do you shop? So it is possible. But the artist who did this, which, let me look it up. Let me look it up. Apparently, this is from, here's the tweet. It says, from DC Nation, only one word for Wonder Woman 1984, number 1, Rooster Teeth variant cover by Robin Eisenberg. Okay, Robin Eisenberg. Robin, I don't know if Robin's male or female in this case. It's a very unisex name. But Robin, honey, darling, whatever gender you are, of all the images you could have gone with, of all the things you could have drawn, even if for some reason you were dead set on drawing her as an out of shape, heavy set woman, why in the world couldn't you at least make her visually appealing? The most visually appealing thing is her hair with the whole stars in it. That's it. That background is trash. It does nothing. It says nothing. It is nothing. Right? Her front, the top, right, is awful. It's just bleh. Right? And then, of course, you have the mom jeans with the tear in them. This just looks awful. And again, it's all about context, because I know people are going to come across this and go, you're body shaming, you're body shaming. I have this body, so I can say whatever the hell I want. But it is about context. If she were just meant to be a regular person, that'd be fine. If she were meant to be a character like Faith, whose being heavyset is part of her visual design and the visual narrative, that would be fine. This is not that. People have a certain image in mind when it comes to Wonder Woman or even Nubia, right? And whether Wonder Woman, traditional white female Wonder Woman comes to mind, or whether you think of Nubia and you think of Wonder Woman, right? Very beautiful, muscular black woman, right? Whichever version of Wonder Woman, right? Whether it's Donna Troy, which even that like weird 1990s one when she was in the like black and gold outfit Whichever version of Wonder Woman comes to mind when you hear that phrase, whether it's Linda Carter or whether it's Gail Gadot, whether it's the cartoon versions from DC over the years, such as Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, whichever version, none of them look like this. And they never should, because this is not what Wonder Woman is supposed to look like. She is supposed to be an ideal. This is like taking a character who is based off of like the Greek Superman. This is like taking Superman, right? Who's meant to be a physical god, right? Who's again meant to be perfect, embody perfection, and not just giving him a dad bod or a beer belly, but just flat out making him a fat Kansas farmer. No, you don't do that. That's not what he represents. He doesn't represent, visually speaking, the common man, right? Clark Kent is his common man persona, and we all know it's, well, at least visually speaking, it's an act, right? It's his disguise to hide the fact that he's Superman. Right? His personality, his natural personality, is closer to that, right? But the whole point of the Clark Kent look is so that people would never think Clark Kent, regular nerdy looking Clark Kent, is Superman, because Superman is Superman. He's exceptional. No one's gonna look at the normie and think they're exceptional. That's kind of the point. And it's the same thing here. There are so many things that could have been done that could have made this an easier pill to swallow. You couldn't at least make her fashionable. You couldn't at least give her a cool pose. No, you just go with the most drab thing. The most drab, bleh, normal thing. And still, like, outside of the hair, I want to know what in this image itself is 1980s. Because the hairstyle itself isn't terribly 80s, right? The 80s were very, like, androgynous period, right? So the hair is just kind of normal, but black women having long hair back in the 80s was not unheard of, right? But you might think that they might want to give her a more 80s specific style, but they don't. There's nothing about this look that says black lady from the 1980s or 1980s Wonder Woman, right? Just nothing. This image just ruins the whole cover. If it were me, I'd be like, no, remove this image, take this out, either redraw it and make it look like a cool woman from the 1980s, right? Or just leave that out completely and just let the cover be the grid markings behind it. But whatever it is, this cover ruins it. It ruins the center image, right, of the girl and the square behind her. It just ruins it visually for me. This is not a case of, oh, this is good art, just not to my taste. This is bad art. This is ugly. This is grotesque. This is insulting. In my opinion, for whatever it's worth, I find this gross. This is supposed to represent me, supposed to make me feel included. And all it does is make me feel absolutely gross. So again, good job, DC. You've given me one more reason to not pick up a Wonder Woman comic this month at least. But anyway, oh, and one more thing. Anybody who wants to make the body positivity argument. I'm sorry, but this is just my opinion, but glamorizing being unhealthy, whether it's being too muscular, whether it's being too slim, or whether it's being, in this case, fat, right? Anything that glorifies unhealthiness cannot be body positivity. Self-love, self-respect also includes knowing when you have hurt yourself, knowing that knowing you have a problem that's making you unhealthy, and working to fix and address that problem. That is self-respect and self-esteem and body positivity, having a healthy restorative love for your body and for yourself, and accepting it despite its imperfections, because everybody is imperfect, right? But there's a difference between saying, hey, you have value as a person as you are, and while you'll never be perfect, you can be better, you can improve, right? There's a difference between saying that and then glorifying unhealthiness. And this is glorifying unhealthiness. And regardless of whether or not I'm unhealthy, because I've been on both sides of it, I was fit and now I'm fat, right? Never been a skinny girl. Of all the things I have been in life, skinny ain't it. But I was reasonably fit at one point when I was a teenager, and now I'm not. I've been on both sides of it, right? I have I I have danced with gluttony, and I have danced with discipline. Discipline was the better dance partner, and I should have stuck with that, right? But regardless, this is not healthy. This is not, at least for me, empowering. This is not positive, and this, in my opinion, is not body positivity. Now, if she goes on a weight loss journey and gets healthier, that might be a body positive story. But this image as it is, no. For me, this image is not body positivity. This image is a stark reminder of everything, physically speaking, I have become. And I hate it. But anyway, that's the video. Please let me know what you think. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a good night or day wherever you are. Be happy, be healthy, be happy, be healthy, be safe. Good night, and bye.